Hello Gemini, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess. Now this is an alternative version of the love reading for this week. The only reason I'm doing this, and I will do it for other signs as well, but sometimes you get a really specific reading and you just know it's not going to resonate with a lot of people, but it's going to be quite particular to the ones that get it. And I felt like that's what the first reading I did for you guys is or was. And so, you know, for some of you, both of these might resonate. I just don't know. But I just got the message. Sorry, these are coming out. Okay, a golden egg upside down, an elephant. I made the decision that if that happens to a sign with these love readings, I will do an alternative version so that there's choices. Okay, so these are general love readings, Gemini. They may or may not resonate. They are also not time specific. You'll get the message or you'll get this reading at the time that you're meant to get it. If you'd like to skip all this, all of my readings, all this intro and shuffling and all that business, there will be a timestamp in the description box. You can click on that to just get straight to it. And I think that's all I have to say. This can be a connection, any kind of connection. It doesn't have to be romantic. So it could be a boss, friend, family, pet, just someone deceased. It could be anybody. But let's get stuck into it, Gemini, shall we? So we have here the golden egg reversed and the elephant. Now, this is fascinating, actually, Gemini. I don't know which one you are. Again, I'm not sure whether which person you are, but this is around, I'm going to say you're the elephant just for the sake of picking a side, but I feel like this is a really close relationship. It could actually be a parent-child relationship, but it's a really close relationship where this elephant is coming in trying to help this golden egg trying to help the other person out of a situation and actually trying to bring the warmth and what is needed for the situation for this other person to finally blossom and even crack open so that you can see what's actually inside. And I think, you know, it's something beautiful that's happening here, but they're resisting opening up. The other person's got this major resistance to opening up or exposing themselves to the world. They're feeling vulnerable, and so there's this resistance to, you know, this rebirth or a birthing that's happening in their life, basically. And the fact it's the golden egg, I think the person's scared because they know there's so much potential with what it is that they can offer or what it is that could be happening in this relationship. I feel like it's them stepping out into the world, whatever it is, but there's something that they know that they've got, which is amazing that they can offer, but they're scared to do it. Probably because they can see that it potentially could be something quite big. And so what you're doing is removing all obstacles in the way, almost like saying, oh no, you can't use that as an excuse. See, that's gone now. Oh, no more self-sabotage. Now I've done. So you're removing all those blocks so that they are forced to actually transform. Not forced. You're not forcing them to do it. Sorry, that was the wrong way of saying it. You're creating the right conditions because that egg needs the fire that the elephant's holding in order to be warm enough for it to break free. So this person needs to break free out of this cycle of fear and vulnerability because they have this amazing, like I said, something amazing to offer. So you're actually helping them out of this. You're being so strong coming in, but you're not letting them get away with any excuses. So you're the best friend or the best lover or the best parent that anyone could ever ask for. You're not the friend or the lover or the parent that's not the parent, and that doesn't work with this example, but just say, for example, you're trying to give up smoking. There's always the one person that goes, oh, come and have a ciggy with me. The one person that will try and tempt you because it suits them more than anything because they want you there smoking. They don't care about your health. They don't care about whether you give up or not. This person cares. This person wants the person to stay on the straight and narrow and is helping them so that there's no excuses. This is the person that says when you go out and have it, that's when you're trying to quit and someone tempts you with a cigarette, this is the person that says, no, don't do it. Stick by your plan. Stick with your program or whatever it is that you're trying to do. And so this is the best person that you could have in your life. So, yeah, I feel like pick a side, Gemini. Like I said, it could be either or, but I just feel like if you're feeling connected more with the golden egg side, you've got someone who is such a bastion of strength that can help you get through anything. And if you're the elephant, you're feeling connected more to the elephant side, you're exactly what this person needs. So, and I don't feel like there's anything particularly scary or macabre about what's about to be birthed here with this golden egg. I actually feel like it's going to be amazing. And it could be them just opening up to you. It could just be an opening of the relationship, an opening of a heart. So, but it could also be someone that's, scared to put something out into the world, something amazing out into the world. It's like that artist energy that's scared to let people see what they're made of and, what it is that they've created is something beautiful. Or it could just be themselves. But I just get that what they're trying to hide is their own vulnerability and that there is something beautiful and amazing about to be birthed. And that could even be your relationship. But yeah, that's just amazing. So let's pull some cards here. Let's pull some cards here for the both of you. Gemini, let's pull some cards. I'm going to go with you being the elephant just because for the sake of making the reading easier to convey. But like I said, you can reverse it if you want. Okay, they get the Page of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Yep, something big coming up for them. You've got the Empress, the Moon, and the Nine of Swords. Wow, okay. Great. Let's start with, who are we going to start with? Let's start with you, shall we, Gemini? The Empress, the Moon, and the Nine of Swords. It's hard to watch them sometimes. It's hard to see what they're doing, the cycles and the patterns that they get them and what they're doing to themselves or how they get wound up into themselves or caught up in themselves. It's really hard to see that sometimes because it's kind of like you can see so clearly how amazing they are and how amazing this could be, but they can't see it themselves. And so, yeah, I feel like some things are hard to watch. Some things are frustrating, but there's a very high level of compassion coming out here from you for this person and very much saying a warmth and generosity coming through that no matter what it is that you're going through, no matter how hard or stressed or confused you feel, I'm going to be there for you. I'm this rock of warmth and generosity and stability, and I can provide all of that for you. So, yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful energy. I feel really strongly this person needs warmth. There's a lot to do with fire, helping them get motivated, helping them feel warm. Just, yeah. So this is them. We have the Page of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. So they're trying desperately hard to make this happen at the same time, but they're wanting to head towards something that's permanent here, something that's really grounded and stable. That's what they're wanting to head towards. And they're wanting to head away from something that hasn't been fulfilling them. But that also might be some belief systems that just are not working for them. It could be an immaturity. This is like this person's like transitioning through a stage, whether it's an energetic transition or it's going through puberty, or whether it's retiring, whatever it is, they're having to let go of something youthful, something younger. And that doesn't have to mean that they're getting old. It just means they're letting go of something, an immature naivety, if that makes sense. And they're growing up. There's a part of them growing up and becoming really mature and going from the page to the king, pretty much. And that's what they're leaving behind. They're really developing responsibility, and yeah, they're really growing into their own skin here. So yeah, and you know, with those life transitions and stages, they're never comfortable or easy for anybody. And so I think you know that and you can see that. But that's definitely what this person, they're transitioning through a phase. So yeah, let's pull a card from the universe for this connection. Let's pull a card. I find it's going to be exciting to see when they finally do kind of get there and get to the other side of that transition. I think it's going to be quite exciting, Gemini, to see what it is. Yeah, vulnerability. What have we been talking about here? So that's exactly what this person, how this person's feeling, vulnerable. And they do need to be, part of them just wants to run away and not have to deal with it. They just want to hide, go to sleep, not have to face anything. It's just, but they also need to be nurtured and cocooned, and it's lucky that they have you there. So yeah, during this transition or stage, it's a transformation really. They are going to be feeling vulnerable, and so I feel like they're lucky to have you there because you understand that, and you're very supportive. Okay, so what do the angels have to say about this connection? There you go. No need to worry. No need to worry. It's all going to be fine. It's all good. I feel like it's just like a natural transitioning of whatever this is. You know, it could be going from being engaged to being married to being friends to a relationship to going out and being in a relationship and then to living together. It's just moving to a new stage or phase. And so, yeah, these kind of worries or whatever, the wobbliness of that they might be experiencing, no need to worry. So that's good news, Gemini, very good news. So let's pull some cards for this energy, the outcome of this energy as it stands at this moment in time. So as you know, energies in relationships flux, and this is a very highly transitioning energy that's going on here. So this is the outcome for this energy. Next time it might be something totally different. I'd say you would have found yourself in a much more stable place. I mean, they will be in a much more stable place. One of you will be, and the other person already is pretty stable. So I think the whole connection and relationship will be a lot more stable. But this is a fairly short-term outcome here. It usually lasts a couple of weeks, and I feel like, you know, that seems apt for where we're at with this energy. So what have we got as an outcome? We've got the Devil, we've got the King of Wands, and we've got the Four of Wands. There's the stability we were talking about. And yeah, independence, growing into that independent self-responsibility, all that sort of stuff. So I think it's all heading in a really positive direction here, Gemini. So there's the stability there with the Four of Wands, and this is what I think you'll find is that you're saying goodbye to that Devil energy. That King of Wands is standing in his power. He knows how to dispel that Devil energy, which is basically pure fear and feeling stuck. And, you know, this person is transitioning. They're not going to remain. How comfortable this transition is all about how well they go with the flow of it, because it's going to happen anyway. So if you choose to go, I'm going to stay here and remain stuck in my little shell, eventually you'll be spurted out and you won't be ready. You'll crack the egg will crack open and you won't be ready. That person won't be ready for it. And then they'll be like, But if they're naturally growing and going with the flow of it and, you know, going through the uncomfortableness of the energy that can be around this, then by the time they're ready to hatch and it's ready to birth and they're ready to come out into the new stage, they're going to be ready. They're going to be like welcoming it with open arms. And so that's what I feel like you're doing with that King of Wands energy. I really feel like this is your energy coming through, Gemini. You're keeping a close eye on that. And anytime you feel like it's reverting back into that fear and I'm wanting to hide, you're like not dragging it, but you're summoning the devil and saying, no, that's not happening. You're summoning them into a more positive energy so that they can go with this flow. So the King of Wands knows how to manifest something. He knows exactly how to make something happen. He knows how to make the right moves and the right choices around this, around creating this Four of Wands energy. And so that's why it's so important that you're there, Gemini, for them and for this connection, because it is heading to, you see that Four of Wands is sometimes, it's happy home, it's stability. It can be the happy marriage card. It's building a really strong foundation. So it's heading in a really good direction here, Gemini. It's just in a period of transition. That's all. So I hope that makes sense for some of you guys and helps. If you'd like to hear more, please like, subscribe and leave a comment. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.